So I want to go over this question I got on YouTube from @Bane8349, who said this: how big of a mistake was the release of Aaron Jones and getting Josh Jacobs, who is clueless about our playbook and player knowledge? So while I think it was a sad day, it was a sad moment when Aaron Jones got released by the Packers earlier in March, I think that it was a wise move by Brian Gutekunst, because while Aaron Jones did have a very good final stretch of the season, rushing for over 100 yards in, 5 or 6 of the final games, he was playing great. But there's no doubt that he is getting older. He's going to turn 30 in December. He also only played in 11 games in 2023, so he's a lot of concerns when it comes to injuries and how healthy he'll stay going into 2024. And so I think because you have such a young Packers team, a young Packers offense, to be able to bring in Josh Jacobs, who is a little over 3 years younger than Aaron Jones, only 26 years old compared to Aaron Jones, who is 29 years old. You have a guy in Jacobs who you're going to be able to hopefully rely on for the next few seasons. And I think with any position, when you get older, you slowly decline, and at some point you're going to be out of the league. It's just the sad reality for every NFL player. Quarterbacks make it longer than most. But Aaron Jones is getting near that point when it comes to running backs specifically, where they start to take a turn. And I hope it doesn't happen for him, but that's just sort of the reality. And so with Josh Jacobs, you get a younger running back. And if you look at him last season in 2023, his stats did take a hit when it comes to rushing compared to the previous year. 2022, 1,653 rushing yards, averaging 4.9 yards a carry. Then last season, 2023, he had 805 rushing yards and only 3.5 yards a carry. I think the big difference, though, and why I'm not worried for Josh Jacobs in 2024, having a similar performance, is because you look at that offense. The year before, 2022, they still had Derek Carr, who, while even though he isn't a top 5, top 10 quarterback, he's still better than what the Raiders put out there last year in Jimmy G and Aiden O'Connell. You look at the Raiders offense in 2022, they had the 12th ranked scoring offense in the NFL. You look at them in 2023, they had the 23rd ranked scoring offense in the NFL. So just think about Josh Jacobs coming to Green Bay. It's probably the best offensive situation he's ever been in. I think Jordan Love is better than Derek Carr, Jimmy G, and Aiden O'Connell. And so because of that and because of the talent the Packers have at receiver, I do think that we could see more of what Josh Jacobs produced in his 2022 season when he was one of the best running backs in the NFL. He has that ability to run the ball at a very high level, but also is very dangerous when it comes to catching out of the backfield. And so when you look at the comparison of Aaron Jones versus Josh Jacobs and the Packers' decision to move from Jones to Jacobs, I don't think it was a mistake at all. It makes complete sense in my mind. And Aaron Jones, took a lot less money to go to, or he made a lot less money with the Vikings than he had made previously. A 1-year, $7 million deal. Green Bay offered him $6 million. And I fully understand Aaron Jones' frustration and why he seemed upset that the Packers weren't willing to pay him what I think he thought he deserved, and he didn't want to take that massive of a pay cut. I fully get that, but at the end of the day, I do think that Brian Gutekunst is doing what he thinks is best for this team, and I honestly do think it's going to pan out well for the Packers. And then, of course, you have Josh Jacobs for a few more seasons. But that is all I have for this video. If you want to see another video I made earlier today on my second channel, you can check it out here. It's about Tua, the quarterback contract situation. Feel free to check that one out. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.